How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout. It's British Steel Challenge time once more, as today Glen take on Linfield in the County Antrim Shield semi-final. So, big game today. It is the Belfast Derby, and obviously this is one of the competitions we still have to win from the top flight in Northern Ireland as part of the challenge. So last time out we had that almost epic upset against Dortmund at Windsor Park with a 2-1 loss, the end result. Since then we've had one game in the league against Glenavon which we've won. We are 4 points clear of Linfield with a game in hand, so it's looking okay as far as the league is concerned. We're doing pretty well, I think, all things considered, with all the games we're having to play. But today is very important to us because lose today, it means another season in Northern Ireland as far as the challenge is concerned. Obviously at some point I need to come back and I need to do the championship here as well. You have to actually win the lower leagues in Northern Ireland as well, so it's not going to be the last time we're here. Yeah. So anyway, are we looking? Team news, we got Louis Gaughan suspended, Smith Rainey out, we wouldn't have been playing anyway. There's really not an awful lot to say. Our balance is doing really well, but again, because of our wage management, 42% happiness on the finance front. Transfers as well, tracking at 48%, which is a bit annoying. I guess it's just because I've spent money in Crossbury and Little. It's quite a lot of money in comparison to our bank balance at that point in time, but both players are doing fairly well. There's nothing else to go over, so let's get on with the match and see whether we can make the final of the County Antrim Shield. Linfield 4-4-2. Looks as though they're going to play that anyway. So with the 4-4-2, I think we're probably fine with 4-3-1-2 with this to begin with. We've got Smith in the bench if we want to go to the 4-3-2-1 later on. We don't play wide. We certainly don't play wingers. But we've got Ben Little in the bench if we need to go wide there. Ryan Coyle, Hugh Walker can go wide on the left. Leonard can as well. In fact, all three of the central midfielders can play there. I think that's okay. I think our team's as good as it's going to be for today. So let's get the match underway and see what we can do. Linfield have certainly been putting up a lot more of a fight this year in the league. So today might be a little bit more of a challenge. Yeah, that one seems to work usually. Trying to think whether to go attacking or not with this game. At home I usually do, so we'll start with that and see how it goes. Alright, we are set up correctly for today's match and we're underway. So I mean, if this wasn't a challenge to win all these kind of trophies, this one really probably wouldn't matter too much to me. It kind of feels like a sort of charity shield type thing. Brothers, free kick, edge of the box. That's a difficult place to score from. Very difficult to get that up and over and back down again. And he's put it wide and over. And Linfield now on the break. McDade charging down the left wing, not really being picked up very closely. Finds Lynch inside the box. Lynch with the effort, and it's brushed the side netting. That was a big chance for Linfield, and we really got caught out there. Lots of players committed forward, which is a bit odd. Our fullbacks aren't playing as attacking, wing backs are in like that, so we'll have to see how that goes. Crossbury dispossessed by Singleton. Coyle coming forward. He's dispossessed by Singleton. He's on a one-man mission there to win the ball back, and Rooney cuts it back to Glendinning. The right back looking for options up top, goes over the top. Mackley with the header away, back to Lynch. McDade losing out to Coyle. Scrappy affair in the first 10 minutes. It's got to be said. Crossbury losing out in the air. Brothers now to Croskery, 25 yards from goal. He goes for goal, and that's really never going to cause any problems whatsoever. Right. One of the things I'd been starting to think about was hitting early crosses rather than overlap, and I kind of think sometimes that the overlap is actually the instruction you need to give if you want to send it to the fullbacks. Whereas what I was doing was I was saying I want to play wide and get the fullbacks to hit early crosses, but we'll see what happens with changing that. McDonough with the cross in. Stanex, there was no need to save that. And he's put it out for a corner. And can Linfield get the goal here? 15 minutes on the clock. Leonard heads away at the front post. McDonough will pick up that rebound. Glendinning now. Back to McDonough. Losing out to McDonald. And he sends it up long. And the chance will have gone. I'm not particularly happy. I'm certainly not comfortable with the way things are going in these first 15 minutes. It does seem as though Linfield are the team kind of in control, and we're just hoofing the ball up. And I do tell the team to play out of defence, so I'm not entirely sure why we're not. Here we go now with a chance. Croskery, Leonard, Hill, forward to Brothers, and now he plays it out wide to McDonough. Maybe the overlap is the way of doing that. Wasn't the best time to pass to him as he was being tracked pretty closely. But we'll go once more with Hill. Leonard to Walker to Croskery. On the turn, Croskery, what a finish! You know, some of the shots he takes are pretty ambitious to say the least, and you think, what are you doing? But when you get a finish like that, and we're getting the behind the goal view here, as you see Walker playing it in, Croskery with his back to goal, and he's rifled that into the top corner. Keeper maybe could have done better. It looks spectacular in real time, but what a goal to get us in front in this match. Coyle with the cross headed away. Martin now. Hill holding it up. Walker looking for support, gets it from McDonald wide. Brothers with the header. Brothers puts it away. 2-0, 20 minutes in. Now I'm happy, and I really do want to win these remaining cups this year and kind of move on. I mean, I'm enjoying it here. I'm enjoying the challenge, certainly with the Champions League, and seeing how sort of transformation of the club can come about from that. And it's certainly making me think that, you know, Football Manager 18 new series, it's definitely going to be something like a small team from a small country who can make the Champions League sort of early doors, rather than a small team sort of down the divisions in England or something. But you know, this challenge, we do need to move on, and we've spent 2 seasons here now, so I really would like to kind of move on. It's the longest time we've been at a club, actually. Stirling Albion, a chance here. Hill. Does that ramble on? Hill puts it away just a minute after Brothers' header, and 3-0 now. Yeah, so Stirling Albion, that was our first job, and we were there for 2 full seasons. Here we're going to be here for 2 full seasons plus the end of the first one we were here, so certainly the longest time in a job will be here. A nice finish from Hill there at the near post. Brothers with the assist, so a goal and assist for Brothers. Pretty decent game for him so far. Yeah, it looks pretty good now. 54% possession, 9 shots, 5 in target, and Linfield struggling to get shots on target. But it's not over. There's a lot of football to be played still. 70 minutes to go, and Coyle desperately wanted the ball back there. Croskery, not a good pass to Brothers. Have we lost the chance? Into Croskery in the box, left-footed effort straight at Davidson. That's the thing, you think you can pull off a shot like that, and he did earlier that he scored with, and then that effort was pretty tame. You see that very often. Linfield haven't had any attack down their left wing at all. You usually see some, even if it's a small percentage. Croskery now laying it back off to Hill. Leonard, the support is coming there with Martin. Leonard goes for it himself. He can't do what Croskery did, and the chance is gone. But yeah, there's not really any reason to feel too worried about this game. Everything seems to be working formation wise, selection wise, so at the moment no need to change things. As long as Linfield stick with 4-4-2, I'm not going to change in. If they go to 3 up top, then yeah, potentially we'll change things around. Rooney dropping deep to try and get involved in play. Walker with the ball forward, not a good ball at all. We've still got it, we're still pressing forward. Leonard to Crossgray now. Back to the support of Walker. Hill getting bustled about there, it's getting pretty messy there. Hill losing out once again, so that's twice he's lost possession there. Just too slow on the ball. Rooney running into the channels and whips it in. Higgins with the first time effort, and it's not a good shot. Yeah, I think we probably will end up going in half time 3-0. Hill is playing 7.5 because of his goal, but wasn't particularly impressive the way he was holding on to the ball there. But a chance, Casement, almost a free header there, and pretty weak. Stanek's unable to get his positioning right. McDonough with a deep free kick. You can see Casement not really picked up, and yeah, Stanek should have done a lot better with that as well. So lifeline for Linfield, 3-1 now, and they'll take some confidence from that just before half time. We need to make sure that the team talk is good enough here. Try this one. There we go. That one is exactly what we want. And get the players to keep the concentration levels, keep the effort high, and hopefully we'll see this game through and get into the final. I'm not sure who the other teams are in the other semi-final we might play, but I do think we are the strongest side in Northern Ireland, so really we shouldn't be too worried about who it is. And certainly Linfield are the second strongest if we are the first, so you know, if we can dispatch of them, then we should be confident of winning the final. But still 40 minutes to go. Chance now with McDonald on the left. Brothers dropping deeper. Leonard looking for Crossgray. Into Hill now, losing out once again. Hill's ball retention has been pretty poor, and it's leading to this chance. Rooney is away. Will he finish? No, he won't. I usually don't take players off when they're performing pretty well unless they're injured or I'm trying to rest them, but there's part of me that is just thinking with Hill at the moment, he's lost the ball quite a few times. I think if it happens one more time, then I'm definitely going to bring him off. He finds Martin here though, comes back to Walker, edge of the box, he loses the ball as well, so it's not just with Hill. And now we're caught short. Rooney plays it to McDade. This will surely be 3-2. No, it won't be 3-2. What a what a terrible shot. A failed attempt. He could have run with it a bit further and had a better chance of finishing inside the box. But yeah, pretty wayward effort. Right, Linfield are changing things up personnel wise, but still not changing their formation. I'm going to leave it till about 70 minutes probably, and then get some fresh legs on for the last 20 minutes. Higgins sprint out wide to McDonough. Support is there. McDonald goes to ground and loses man. Bad decision from him, and an own goal from late puts Linfield right back into the game, and this is disappointing, really disappointing. Bad decision for McDonald to go to ground there. McDonald getting away to the byline, cuts it across, and late sticking his foot out, and really should have just put his laces through it and put it away for a corner. And Linfield, despite not really being in the game, are now back in the game. And it's 75 minutes now. I did say I was going to make a change, but now I'm not so sure with the way things are progressing at this stage. Walker winning the ball back. We really could do it with a fourth goal here that would settle the nerves. Hill to Crossgray from range. Never going to score from there again, mate. Not with your weaker foot anyway. And I mean, Hell's playing 7.3. I don't think there's any need to kind of change that around. Maybe what I'll go to instead is something like that. Not necessarily shut up shop, but at least kind of keep things a little bit tighter at the back. Just get some more bodies there. Yeah, I'm disappointed how this has gone. A pretty soft first goal with that header from Casement, and then an own goal. We've gifted them their position back in this game. Now McDonald, don't dive in this time unless you're going to win it. Glendinning against McDonald. Going back to Higgins' brothers, looking to intercept. He can't get there. Mullen now to Hannah from range. Stanek saves it. For a second there I thought that was just going to creep in over him. And yeah, again, another game we've been in total control, but we're left biting fingernails at the end of the match here. 5 minutes to go. Team is now tiring out considerably. It's a lot of games to ask this team to play, but 20 seconds on the clock. It looks as though we should be making the final. Disappointed at how the game has ended up from a scoreline, and a second half performance has not really been good enough. But the most important thing is to make it through into the final. McDonald with a cross towards the back post, looking for a cross. Gary Davidson comes to collect it, but that will be the last action of the match. There goes the full-time whistle, and we're through to the final. So, I think we're just going to have to say that they've done well to get to the final. I don't want to be too hard on them. Alright, so we're through to the final, and who do we get now? Let's see, County Antrim Shield, Crusaders. So yeah, probably the third strongest side, although having a pretty poor season so far. When will that be played? Okay, so we'll be back for that. I'm not going to do the Dortmund match. I may do the Monaco game at the end of the Champions League campaign, but we'll certainly be back for the County Antrim Shield final on the 10th of November, which is only a couple of weeks away. So anyway guys, that's for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed it. Hope you're still enjoying the series. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. I really do appreciate anything you have to say. Try to get back to you if possible. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, I'll see you when I see you.